Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Andalia, where we continue the reign of King Enger Sevenstar II, where we are currently in Old Stones sieging down the castle to try and win our war to claim a good chunk of this northern Riverland area around the crossing. Now, I did ask you guys at in the last episode to think of a name for our new knight, Sir Will the Brave, and there was loads of awesome recommendations. Oh wow, I'm just noticing all the red opinions in our court. But yes, I decided to go with Silvermoon. I thought that was really cool. So we have Sir Will the Brave of House Silvermoon, which is a silver circle on orange, but it looked a bit blank with, obviously because you can't have too many effects on the circle for the moon, so I just added these little black things which I thought looked quite cool. But yes, there he is, Sir Will the Brave. And then another thing that you guys said we should do is to change the new castle in Sevensport, which got handed to Sir Roman, to the castle of Owen's Hold in honour of our late uncle Sir Owen, and I thought that was a great idea. So yes, we've also gone ahead with that. So yeah, here we are as Enger. We're 50% up in the war against the Muds. Hopefully we'll get some valuable prisoners whilst we're here sieging down Old Stones. Let's see if we can get some better commanders in here. I don't think we've got a siege leader, unfortunately. We've got Sir Morton, who I have raised as an advisor now, as he did save Enger's life in the last episode. Let's get Sir Garibold Rook there and Sir Moribald Rack as well. So we've got 3 commanders leading that. The Stark army I don't really know what they're doing. They're marching back north for some reason, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. We've got a small Viperin army here and then the Mud army there, but neither should be able to hurt us too much. We should be able to grind down this war fairly easily. Most of our bastards are coming of age now, which is also pretty good. The game is still lagging a little bit, unfortunately. That's just because of all of the save file being too big, which we are going to fix at the end of Enger's reign. So hopefully once Aegon is dead and Enger, not Aegon, once Enger is dead and we move on to the next monarch, we should be able to make the save file a little bit smaller so that it runs a bit nicer. My prisoner Kenneth of Wickerden Keep is complaining about his cell. Let him rot for now. Peace be with you. I, Lord John of Maidengate, accept your proposal for a non-aggression pact. Good, we do need to get some of those. And Lord Lister the Merciless has also accepted our proposal for a non-aggression pact. Good. And Lord Winewood, I went round and had a look at all those at the end of the last episode to see which people we could try and get non-aggression pacts with, as obviously we've got many people that hate us. We've still only got the one faction of independents, which is good. We've still got crown loyalists. I'm just going to check the plots before we get going. Just, wow, ours has got 250% now to try and kidnap Lord Theon, and we're still waiting. And Lord Wilbert Richards is trying to kill a wildling for whatever reason. Fair enough, we'll leave you to that. Known plots 31. Is there any plots against us? Oh, there's one to kill Enger the Evil, which is being backed by Lord Theon, Lord Bowen of Goldengrass, Lord Colmer of Oldcastle, and Lord Owen of the Grey Cliffs. Can we get you to end that plot, please? Because we get on alright with Enger Firehand, so we do need him around if possible. Is there any plots against us? That's what we need to keep an eye on. Replace Lord Colmer Bloom as Master at Arms. I don't think that's going to happen, pal. Doesn't look. Oh no, we've still got the Roland one, which we can do nothing about. And we've got a fabricated claim on the High Lordship of Old Andalia, Roman Sevenstar. Oh, you sneaky devil. Let's see if we can end that plot. Kill High King Enger the Uncaring. We've got a new one of those popping up. Tander of the Pebble. Let's see if we can get you to end that plot. It's so annoying that you can't imprison them without being a tyrant, considering they're plotting to kill you. Okay, someone else. Several people are trying to kill that warrior main for some reason. I don't know what she's done. Got 2 prisoners here who I have revoked land off so that we could get them to give to some of our own courtiers. What should we do with you? We can ransom you for 10 gold, but you've got no gold. And you, can we ransom you? Yes, we can, so we'll ransom you. And you, can we send you to the Night's Watch? No, we can't. We'll just put you in house arrest for now then. Right, so now let's carry on our war then. We're pretty close to sieging down Old Stones now. There's only 2,000 defenders, so hopefully that's going to be pretty easy to take. Leslyn Redguard died of cancer at the age of 32. That was Roman Sevenstar's wife, wasn't it? Yes, he's only 22, so he'll get a younger bride now. And she's the mother of one of our bastards, I believe, isn't she? Yes, Sir Harbert Snow and Alison Snow. Okay, so she was the mother of 2 of our bastards. So we'll let things tick along slowly. I don't want to forward things too fast, as that's when the game starts to lag, because this save file is monstrous. It just shows how monstrous this is, because I do have quite a good computer, and I never really struggle to run anything on my laptop. So this shows how much of a monster this save file now has become, because I've never had lag on CK2 before. May you live in harmony and contentment. Your demand is just. My scheming was obviously misdirected. Thank you, Cynthia of Winterfell. May you live in harmony and contentment. Your demand is just. My scheming was obviously misdirected. Good. So the Lady of the Pebble has ended her plot to kill us. That's good. That's them all done apart from Roland Hooks, which is the most dangerous one with God knows how many backers, but we can't do anything to stop that one, unfortunately. But now we have 2 loyal bodyguards, very loyal. Well, 3 with Sir Lister. And then I think we've got another very loyal bodyguard in Crownless as well. So hopefully with them bodyguards they can protect us. May you live in harmony and contentment. I accept paying your ransom. Thank you. Right, we've just literally got to wait to grind this down. I'm starting to think Ashara might fancy me. Ashara Sevenstar, the wife of Sir Moribold Rack. No, it's not appropriate. We've got enough people who hate us at the minute, and you seem to have lost a lot of your lustful wells. Michael Belmore is now known as the Hunter. Interesting, he's the new Lord of Strongsong after we executed the previous Lord. Was it in the last episode or the one before? I can't quite remember when about it was. But we're going to have a lot of lands and titles to give away very soon. Melia is such a gracious host. Since some time now, she has become famous throughout the realm for her jovial and welcoming nature, as well as exquisite food that she graces her guests with during her parties. Melara, whoever you are, I don't know who you are, but how charming. We did finally get a match for Kyra as well, our daughter and heir at current. We matched her to a fairly minor Josso knight, as not many people were willing to give up their family name to marry the princess, which is a shame. But we managed to get a Josso, and the Jossos are fiercely loyal, as we know to Jana Rack. Who are you? You're married to Belgrave Rug, who just arrived at our court. Okay. But yeah, as we know, the Jossos are fiercely loyal, so as we were going to have to marry and keep our name, I did want to try and go for one of the very loyal houses. I tried loads of houses in the end, but not many were too interested. Septon Danny of Snow died clutching his heart. Okay, so Danny Ironfair has died, so we need a new Septon in Sevensport then. Your Grace, I would like to politely remind you of the gold that Andalia owes my house. I hereby request that the coin owed is paid soon as possible. Who are you? Who even are you? A vassal in the Vale. How much do I owe you? 93 gold. Wow. I do not have the full amount. I'll pay the... Yeah, just pay the interest for now. Keep them off our back. I do plan on giving the area away soon. Right, have we even got anyone we can have as a priest? Yes, we've got several priests. Donald, Septon of Snow, Septon Pierce of the Bloody Gate. Oh no, I didn't actually mean to pick you. Never mind. Okay, we've got our new Septon. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a look through them. Perform charity, please, in Sevensport for now. That's all you're going to be good for at the moment. There we go, the Siege of Old Stones, perfect. Your Grace, I believe Quentin of Ashford, yeah, whatever, yeah, accept 25 gold, nice. Right, so we managed to siege Old Stone, that gives us 69% war score, perfect. We'll wait until this gets a little bit thingy, we'll assault the Siege of Pitford, and then we'll attack that mud army, and that'll hopefully give us a very, very nice war score. It looks like they're going to march on to Rushmore, which we're currently trying to get a claim on, I believe, weren't we? Oh no, we got the claim on that one, didn't we? We're trying to get the claim on Old Stones at present. Who is our Master of Laws at the moment? Grennan Maiden, who despises us. But unfortunately, we don't... Oh, oops, I just made him resign. That's going to upset him. I was going to say, unfortunately, we don't really have any other diplomats. Who's this? Some random Valyrian guy that showed up in our court. I'm going to really make him hate us even more now. I didn't mean to do that. He could have been close to getting a claim as well. Never mind. I'm clicking a lot of wrong buttons today. Lord Willem of Blackpool has declared Lord William's war to liberate captive from Lord Galbert of Sea Dragon's Point. Okay, interesting. Doesn't really concern us. Where did the Starks take their 14,000 men? Why are they marching them randomly around there? Unless they've got some sort of a revolt going on. Siege of Rushmore has ended. Okay, so they've managed to siege back their lands. That's fine. We'll assault here. And then we'll march on and meet the Mud army in the open field and try and take them down. We have got a disadvantage, but we've got double the men, so I don't think it's going to be too much trouble. We should be able to absolutely crush them. That was a quick march as well. One hell of a quick march. Yeah, we're absolutely smashing that Mud army. Hopefully that'll give us a lot of war score. We can get Rushmore back under siege, and then we'll march on to some of the other lands. We're probably going to have to get these lands that actually belong to us under siege. Beams a smile at you while handing over... So somebody beams a smile at you while handing over a pouch of gold. Claims it contains the savings accumulated from hard work and donations from the richer families in your realm. Thank you, Lord Joah. Wow, 300 gold. Thank you so much, Lord Joah. Whoa, Lord Joah's... Lord Joah gets some random marriages. What are you playing at? Lady Beth of the Warrior's Way. Apparently she's a Northman. Well, she's clearly not a Northman, is she? In the slightest. She's obviously a Summer Islander. I don't think I've ever seen a black Northman. Okay then, Joah Rack. And you have had a daughter with her already. Or is that a son? Benjicott. Oh, it's a son. Okay. Thank God Sir Moribald has carrying on the Rack line fairly well, because the AI's going full retard again, as always. We can try and colonise some areas. We've got so much money, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save that money in our back pocket because we are disgustingly low on funds. Well, we was, and with all of the things that keep kicking up that we have to pay. Perwyn Silvereye died. I don't think he's only a minor Silvereye. We're at 90%. Wow, so we haven't actually got to do much. Maybe if we get Seaguard under siege, which we are trying to claim, that may be enough to win this war. So let's try and take Seaguard. Wow, it's got a lot of defenders, so that's going to take some doing. Agamor wanted to learn to whistle. After trying for a while, he asked me, how come you can do it? Who even are you? It's easier. You can do it. High chance he gets brooding. Low chance of timid. Not everyone can do it. Now we'll get brooding. Agamor went back to his room to do things now. Okay, and gain the timid trait. Okay, so let's try and siege down Seaguard for now. I do think that once we get this siege underway, that will be enough to give us the victory over House Mud. Maybe we could split our army up and try and do a bit more sieging around some of these other lands, possibly, and that could work. My liege, my work in Oldstone seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents, I have managed to fabricate a claim on the lordship of Oldstone, presently held by King Clement. Yes, use it. Perfect. Right, that's going to give us Oldstones. That is awesome. What do we go for next? We could start... We need to get Marlet Bay, really, as that is part of this. Oh, we can't even call you back yet. But that is part of this High Lordship. We could probably usurp the High Lordship, though, as we're going to own quite a lot of it, hopefully. Put the Malisters back in control of that. Try and get our own Mudding Court and put them back in Oldstones, maybe. Or we could always give it to somebody else. We'll have a look into it after this war. Right, this is quite hard to siege. How many defenders are at Cape of Eagles? Let's have a look if that's got less defenders, because Seaguard is very well defended, and it's taking quite some time to siege down. Let's look for a weaker castle to try and siege, and hopefully that'll work better in our favour to end this war quicker, so that we can get to peace, land some people, get some more people on side, as obviously people hate us. A lot of the Vale, as we know, didn't even send troops for the war. Right, how well defended is Cape of Eagles? Very poorly defended. Perfect. Let's assault there. 93%. 11 defend. I think the Starks did get victory here. 97%. One more siege is all we need. Let's march to Northlands, because I think the Starks may have sieged that before marching away, so it could be... Oh no, here we go. The Mud Army is trying to lift the siege on Oldstones. Let's go crush them, and that should be enough for victory. We've actually got some gold to spend as well, which is pleasant. But then again, we're probably going to have to spend that on... I think we've still got a couple of bastards who haven't come of age yet. So once... Well, haven't got to 12 yet, so once they do, we're going to have a lot of educational costs to spend on them. We're going to have a disadvantage here, but we've got 3 times the number. It's going to be an easy victory. Your Grace, for some time now I've been in the employ of Lord Orish. You're going to be a Dragon Rider, aren't you? No, I'm not interested. Those Dragon Riders are trying their best to get into Andalia. You can all fuck off. We do not want your kind here. We do not want Andalia being burnt to the ground. Come on, please give us 100%. Please give us 100% so we can end this war. Perfect, there we go. Thank God for that. I wanted to get this war won before Enger gets assassinated, because it's only a matter of time. We know he's not going to be around forever. Enforced demands. High King Enger the Uncaring has used out the title Lordship of Oldstones from King Clement the Shrewd. King Clement the Shrewd has used out the title Lordship of Rollingford from Lord Leslin of Rosbear. Oh, okay, so he's used the Rosbears. The Andalian War for the High Lordship of the Crossing, Castle of Cape of Eagles, Lordship of Mistlewood, Lordwood of Northlands, Lordship of Seaguard has ended. High King Enger II of Andalia has won. We have successfully seized the Lordship of Rushmore after defeating King Clement Mud. The rivers and hills. Shall this territory be attached to the personal domains of Sevenstar, or shall Lord Dennet of Rushmore be confirmed as its rightful holder? Let's have a look at you, Sir of Rushmore. Is that an actual house? I do like the sigil, but I don't think it is, so we'll take it for ourselves. There we go. The High Lords of Crossing, King Clement of the Morden Hills, shall be a territory of us. So the High Lordship, Lord Merit. Let's have a look at Lord Merit. He's in Erinford, isn't he? No, we'll take it for ourselves. High King Enger the Uncaring has usurped the title Castle of Erinford. Perfect. And we have successfully seized the Lordship. Oh god, we've got a lot. Successfully, let's start here so I can actually see what I'm doing. So we've successfully seized the Lordship of Seaguard, who is currently in Seaguard, a random house, so we'll take it for ourselves. High King Enger the Uncaring has usurped the title Lordship of Seaguard from Lady Tashara of Seawatch. We've successfully seized the castle Cape of Eagles. Who do we have in Cape of Eagles? A random house, so I will take it for myself. And we're going to land our own people here. We've successfully seized the Lordship of Mistlewood. Where is Mistlewood? That's up there. Is it a random house? Yes, it is, so we'll take it for ourselves. We're going to have a lot of titles to give away here. And we've successfully seized the Lordship of Northlands. Who is in Northlands? A random house, so we will take that for ourselves as well, which gives us a lot of titles. Can we disband our army? Yes, we can. Let's disband the fleets. There we go. Here we've got, yes, one title can be usurped. That's going to be the High Lordship of Seaguard, isn't it? So yeah, we'll usurp that. And that saves us having to get claims on these two lands then, as we'll automatically get claims on them, which is perfect. Hopefully the High Lord we put in place will press them himself, so let's usurp that. It will give us 50 prestige and cost us no gold. High King Enger the Uncaring has usurped the title High Lordship of Seaguard from Lady Domina of Gravesham. That's fine. Right, so now we've got a lot of holdings. Right, so how many have we got to give away? We've got Mistlewood, Northlands, Cape of Eagles, Seaguard, Old Stones, Rushmore. Did I say Northlands? No, Mistlewood, Crossfort, Northlands, Cape of Eagles, Seaguard, Oldstone, Rushmore, Erinford. My god, we've got a lot to give away. We've got 11 titles to give away, including the Eyrie and the lands we've got in the Vale. So we're going to land a lot of people now. Our bastards are going to earn their own lands and titles. Let's have a look at them. We've got the trio here. So we've obviously got Benfrey, who I'm definitely obviously going to land. Who else have we then got? We have Sir Harbert Snow. Who is he? The Redguard bastard? Yes, he is. And who else do we have? We have Titus Snow, who is the bastard of a bastard, I believe. So he's probably the lowest born of the trio. He's also Old Gods, which is interesting. But they're the three that we have there. And then we have other people that need landing. People within our court who have been very loyal for a long time, who deserve to be landed. And I think Northlands is where I'm going to land one of them. Or is Erinford probably a better? Erinford might be a better option, actually. Now, I'm going to land in Erinford Sir Donald Crownless, as he, well, the origin of that family, House Crownless, in the lore for Andalia is that he's half mud, half Arryn. That it was a bastard branch of some sort of sexual relationship, or maybe a marriage or something between the Muds and the Arryns. I can't remember fully, but I think I'll land him here, so he's literally on the border of the Vale and the Riverlands, as it's a nice mix. Has he got any children yet? No, he's not. You need to get a move on and pop some kids out, Sir Darnold. But let's grant you the landed title of, we'll give you Northlands, including lower titles. Send. There we go. So that's a new lord in Northlands. Seaguard, we're obviously going to give back to House Mallister. We do have a Mallister in our court. Here he is, Kenric Mallister, who's zealous, cruel. Oh god, he's got some nasty traits. He does have a son though, who's already grown up, so that's good. So let's grant him the landed title. Oh, demand religious conversion. No, there's no point, because Enger doesn't care about that sort of thing. Maybe a future king might try and force that. So let's send him to the lordship of Seaguard. Send. While I'm deciding who else I'm going to give these titles to, I will do it on screen so you can see who I give them to, but I think it's time we'll have a mid-POV while I look through these. And for this week's mid-POV, we are going to go to Lord Enger the Evil of Barraton, who's also gained fat. Everyone's turning fat. There's too much food in Andalia, it seems. But yes, here we go. I hope you enjoy. The day was already late as Enger looked over the various reports from his spies and informants. The assassination attempts on the king had forced him to expand his net of informants, placing many through the Vale. With the war in the Riverlands, he would no doubt need men there as well. If the Vale Lords were already unhappy, the River Lords would be worse. As he was distracted by his work, his lady wife Sansa entered his office. "Why are you still up at this hour?" she asked, making Enger aware of her presence. "I should be asking you the same. The king needs to be protected, and with all that has happened recently, this can't wait. It needs to be done now," Enger answered as he began to look over the reports once more. "We need to talk about our daughter. I'm worried what will happen once you are gone, and when she inherits the father's fields," Sansa said with worry in her voice. "If all continues like this, we shall have a queen after the king dies, and I don't plan on supporting any of the king's bastards if a war breaks out." Enger stood from his chair, making his way over to Sansa. "Cass has a betrothal which will secure her claim. It will all be alright." "I hope you are right. It's merely a concern." "I have men across the realm who inform me of anything I need to know. Cass will be safe when she rules." Enger kissed Sansa, wanting to calm her. He would make sure that nothing bad would happen to his daughter, or he would reveal why he was known as the evil. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the mid POV. So with that, I'm going to give Benfrey Snow, who's probably our best child out of our bastards, I'm going to grant him, now this may upset some people in Andalia, but he's definitely Enger's favourite, isn't he? I'm going to grant him the lordship of the era. So, Benfrey Snow, who's now got a stupid name, Paston, but we'll change that. Can't go with 7-star. I'll change these off in a... Actually, no. I know what I want for the sigil, but I need to think of a name. He obviously can't be 7-star because he's a bastard. No matter what, he's still a bastard or a legitimised bastard. He's got to have a different name. But for the sigil, I know what I'm going to do. As he is half red, half blue, I'm going to go for the mix and go for a purple 7-pointed star on a white background. Now I'm sure it's around here. Is it 150, the 7-pointed star? I've used it enough in this series. Yes, there we go. So there we go, a purple 7-pointed star on white. But we do need a house name for him. So if you guys want to name some suggestions for Benfrey's house name, some sort of play on 7-star and something to do with obviously House 7-star. But there we go, he's going to have a purple 7-pointed star for his sigil, a nice mix of that red and blue. It's also showing, obviously purple was very expensive, wasn't it, in these times, so it's going to show that he's highborn on both sides of his bastardry. And we're also going to grant him the landed title, not the Kingdom of Mountain and Vale, but we will grant him we've got so many high lordships and such to give away. This is awesome. We'll grant him the high lordship of the Giant's Lance. Send. There we go. So our new high lord of the Giant's Lance and the era, Lord Benfrey Snow is his nickname of Giant's Lance. So there we go. Awesome. Now Wickeden, we've got another high lordship obviously here. So we're going to grant that to one of our other bastards. What's better? We've got Wickeden and Crabshaw. Wickeden is better, so we're going to grant Wickeden to another one of our bastards. We're going to give that to Sir Harbert, who is half Redguard, who are originally from the Vale. So we'll grant him the Castle of Wickeden, including lower titles. Send. We'll grant someone else Crabshaw before we give him the High Lordship. Now he's gone Paston as well. They're all going for the name Paston. Is that the bastard name for House 7-star? But for him, as he's half Redguard, we're going to go for the Redguard sigil, which is around here somewhere. And I'm just going to do the Redguard sigil with the 7-star colours, which should look pretty nice, I'm hoping. Where is it? The double sword of House Redguard is around here somewhere. There it is. This, I'm hoping this looks pretty nice. I think it will. It's 5, isn't it? It's the right red for House 7-star. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. Or would it look better the other way round? White. Yeah, I think that's the right way for Redguard. There we go. So obviously we need a name for him. A mix of 7-star and Redguard. Something you guys can come up with. There we go for Sir Harbert Snow, who is going to be a High Lord as well. But first we need to grant Crabshaw to somebody who we've got in our court that deserves a lordship. Let me think. Trying to think of friends that we've got. I know. One of our friends, Lord Leopold Snow. Oh, he's also fat. Literally everybody's fat. Let's grant him the Lordship of Crabshaw. Where is it? Lordship of Crabshaw, including the lower titles. Send. There we go. And then Wickeden. let's grant you now the landed title, the High Lordship of Wickeden, including the lower titles that come with it. Send. There we go. Another High Lord who's one of our bastards. We've got some powerful bastards now in the realm. Now we've still got many lordships to give away here. Erinford's probably the best apart from the actual crossing, which obviously belongs to the Jossos, so we can't give them that. Is Mistlewood part of this de jure lordship as well? I think it is. Let's have a look. The crossing. Yes, and then Sea God goes around there. Erinford was pretty impressive though, wasn't it? So let's give Erinford to our third bastard. There he is, Titus Snow. Grant landed title, the Castle of Erinford, including the lower titles. Send. There we go. We've still got... Well, no, we give Northlands away, so we've got Mistlewood, Cape of Eagles, Rushmore, and Oldstones. We've still got quite a few to give away to some of our houses. Let's have a look who we've still got. We've got Ambrose Snow, who's 14. Let's grant him a landed title. We'll give him... I might give him Mistlewood. Let's give him the Lordship of Mistlewood. Send. So we need to think up a sigil and name for Ambrose. Oh no, I know what I'm doing for Ambrose. He's half Stark, isn't he? Yes, he is. Perfect. I know just what will look good for you. I'm just going to skip through to find it. And there we go. For Ambrose, I've decided to go with House Red Wolf. A Red Wolf on white as he's half Stark. So we've got the Dire Wolf of House Stark, but red for the red pointed 7-star of House Sevenstar, obviously. So there we go. Ambrose is landing in Mistlewood. We've got the Malisters in Seaguard. Cape of Eagles. Right, who do we give the Cape of Eagles and Rushmore to? We've landed most of our bastard sons now, other than Hilario and Damon. But looking at Damon's traits, he's very learned, so he might make a good maester. And I'm not sure what we're going to do with Hilario yet, as he is Lycenia. So we've managed to land most of our bastards now. So let's have a look in our court at some other people who have earned a lordship and haven't yet been landed. We've still got a couple, I believe, who need landing. So let's have a look who we've got. We've got Belgrave Rook, who is Garibaldi Rook's son. So, oh my god, he's married a Jogus Nye. Why? But yeah, we're going to land you. You've been very loyal. We'll give you... Should we give you Cape of Eagles or Rushmore? I think we'll give you Cape of Eagles. You're a good commander, so we could do with you commanding that stretch near the Iron Island so you can defend us from invasions. We're probably going to get a hell of a lot more Ironborn invasions now, so let's grant you the landed title Castle of Cape of Eagles to Sir Garibaldi Rook. There we go. He should still keep his sigil and everything. Yes, there we go. Right, so we've still got Rushmore and Oldstones. I would like to get our own mud and marry him into our family, maybe to one of our bastards, and then grant him Oldstones. So I think I will do that. So we'll keep Oldstones for now, but Rushmore, we still have one place left to give away. Who do we have that we could give that to? I'm not sure who even got anybody we could give that to. We may have to keep hold of that for ourselves for now as well. Who? Oh no, the Red Guards. Davos Red Guard. Yeah, the Red Guards do deserve to actually have their own plot of land. So I'm going to give you the Lordship of Rushmore. Send. There we go. And for the High Lordship of this area, do I give it to another one of our bastard sons, or do I give it to the Malisters? I'm going to give it to our bastard son for now. Grant the landed title of High Lordship. Oh no, he's in Mistlewood. That's part of that lordship, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So we'll give Seaguard. Grant the High Lordship. Oh no, but then we're going to give away Oldstone. So we'll keep it for now, right? But we will give the High Lordship of the Crossing. We're probably better off giving that to Ambrose, actually, aren't we? As he's actually higher born than the other bastard. So let's grant you... But then again, you've not got the best castle. He has. We'll give it to Titus. Grant landed title. High Lordship of Crossing, including the lower titles. Send the vassals with you. Perfect. And then, yeah, we'll keep the High Lordship of that for now until we've landed a mud in Oldstones. We're going to see if there is a mud actually around that we can give that to. Lordship of Oldstones. Claimants. Only Clement mud. Let's have a look at your family tree. There's bound to be a mud somewhere that we can make use of. There's plenty of you around by the looks of it. Did you have any sons? Is there any mud sons around? Oswald dead. So, did he have a son? No. Did you have a son? No, they're Graftons. Angai? No, so you're not going to have any muds. No. Clement's obviously got lots of sons. Oh, his sister had a son. Is he actually a mud as well? He is a mud of high heart though, so he's already landed, which is annoying. Doesn't look like there's actually that many muds around then that are males, unfortunately. So maybe we won't have our own mud to land after all. Unless we steal one of Clement's sons away. He does have Prince Pyron of the Rivers and Hills. We do have you, but you've obviously already got your land, so there isn't any muds that we can give that to for now. Unless we get one of his sons and get them in our court somehow. So unfortunately there is no muds at present. So we'll keep Old Stones for our own seat for now, like we did with the Eyrie for a little while. We could always give it to somebody else, one of our bastards, and one of our other bastards when they do come of age. We'll wait and see how we get on. We now need some new sworn shields. So we have landed some of them. Let's have a look who we've got. We'll go with Moribald Rat. It's not our biggest fan, but better than some of the other options. Still got plenty of commanders. Then again, we can get better commanders now because we've landed some of our... Oh, they're not of age though, are they? Open council positions. We need a new priest, Donald, of the Scepter of Snow. Get you to go and perform some charity in Andalia for now. Got plenty of money, which is good. We should have a lot more No, we've not got much manpower at all. We've probably upset people then, I'm guessing. So when we unpause it, it's going to have upset a lot of people. We can colonise some areas over the sea, but there's no point doing that for now. I'm not doing that yet. Surely our bastards must love us now. Yes, they do, but whether their vassals love them is the question, isn't it? Let's unpause and see what sort of stuff's going to kick off now. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be unhappy. I don't think we can land our daughters, can we? Unfortunately, because it's a shame, because there's one somewhere. Where is she? I think it's Pia Snow. Not Rennie Snow, no. Where are you, Pia Snow? Are you younger than the heir? She's very impressive, skilled fighter, and she's of the Blue Branch, so she'll obviously be a staunch supporter of Benfrey if anything should happen there, but unfortunately we can't grant her land. We can grant her a knighthood, though. Do you know what? We can actually grant knighthood. Should we do that? Should we let our sons earn their own knighthood? Has he already been knighted? No, he's not knighted. He's still a squire, but we can actually knight Pia, which is interesting. Grant a knighthood at the age of 14. Can we knight our daughter as well? Well, our heir. We actually can. I am actually going to knight her when she comes of age. That would be interesting. Have some female knight. I wonder how that'll make people feel. Lord Stephen Rotot has been a leal and able servant. Agreed. We'll arrange a reward. We'll send him some gold. We do have a little bit of gold, thankfully. Andalia looks much better now. It doesn't look as vulnerable around that area anymore until the next time. The war's finished for now, which is good. How are things going down south? I know that the Grandlands are being invaded for the whole kingdom, I think, pretty much from the Stormlands, so it looks like the Stormlands are going to get a lot more powerful soon, and then I'm guessing they're going to start invading the Riverlands to join up their borders, so I'm guessing pretty soon we're going to have Andalia, the Rock, and the Stormlands, and that's going to make up most of this area. The Riverlands is just going to get picked apart now, I imagine. And then Dawn is doing its thing. The Danes are slowly conquering, but whether they'll do it in time before one of these bigger kingdoms invade, I don't know. Oh, and then, of course, we've got the North. I always forget about the North, but they are pretty much ours. Oh, and then the Iron Islands doing whatever they are doing. So, yeah, we'll just forward things along now and see how things go. With all this money we've got, we could probably do with arranging a tourney to celebrate and just try and get people on side. But I want to wait until our 3 bastards come of age so that they can take part. And wow, our army has improved massively now. Beoni Snow has died of cancer. Never mind. It has been a long day, and it is a wish. Uh-oh. It has been a long day, and it is with some relief that you retreat to your bedchamber for the night. Your bed is warm, and just as you're about to drift off into sleep, you hear a strange hissing sound. A snake. Are we gonna die? Sir Morton spotted the danger and saved you. Oh my god, Morton Truesword saved the king's life. Yet again, we didn't give him any land, did we? Oh shit. I forgot to give Morton Truesword some land. You immediately roll out of bed before the vile serpent has a chance to strike. The beast recoils and disappears beneath the covers as you run out to fetch the guard. Who brought that snake here? Damn, I forgot to give Truesword some land. I completely forgot to give him land. Where's the Castle of Seawatch? Ah, we've got a random castle down here. Okay. We do need to give that to somebody then, but Truesword deserves something better than that. I think we'll keep Truesword in our court for now, and we'll give him one of these other lands as we expand that High Lordship. Damn it, I forgot to give Truesword land. Then again, I don't think I want to give Truesword land just yet, because he's the only reason Enger's staying alive at present. We do need to get revenge on the Ironborn at some point. Can we actually declare war on them? Yes, bloody vengeance. I might go for that at some point. I can't believe we just survived another assassination attempt. We are so lucky. Sander of the Grey Glen accepted King Titus of the Red Mountains peace offer. Oh, has invasion of the Red Mountains ended. King Titus of the Mountains won. Oh, are they getting invaded by somebody else? I thought he'd expanded his lands a bit more, but it doesn't look like it. He just had to deal with an Andal invasion, which is still happening for some stupid reason. A temple's been built in the elbow. Don't know why that concerns us. It's a world away. It has nothing to do with us. So why we need to know that a temple's been built in the elbow, I have no idea. Okay, so the game crashed there for a moment, but thankfully it wasn't too far behind, so I managed to reboot it, and pretty much we're only a month or so behind, but thankfully it meant that I still had some titles. So I managed to sort some things out that I regretted doing. So instead of giving Cape of Eagles to Lord Rook, I gave him Mistlewood instead, so that I could then give Cape of Eagles to Ambrose, our bastard son, so that I could give him the High Lordship of Seaguard, and then the High Lordship of Erinford goes to our other bastard, and then our other bastard another High Lordship. So basically our bastards get High Lordship. That's the only change that I made, as well as I actually did manage to get a mud into our court that I've given Old Stones to, and we're going to try and arrange a betrothal with him, between him, and I'm pretty sure we've got some bastard daughters left over. Let's go with Alex Snow. There we go, perfect. So that'll hopefully keep them fairly loyal. Our army is massively improved now as well because of all our new loyal vassals. We do need to see if we can get... Oh, he's not willing to go for a non-aggression pact apparently. Our son Ambrose, can we send him a little gift? Will that maybe change his mind? No. Okay, well that's interesting. What about our other bastard son? Will you? Have you automatically already got one? Okay. That's strange that we can't get a non-aggression pact. Well, hopefully we can with the other bastards. Maybe not. Okay, but at least the realm is now in a better state. We need a new court physician, as our maester did die. So let's send to the Citadel for a new maester and see what we can get. We could hold a great tourney in Sevensport now. We've got enough money to do so, yes. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to go for a grand tourney for all the realm for the next episode. We will end this episode pretty much soon. Our plot for kidnapping Theon Bolton has gone down slightly. Is there anyone new that we can try and invite to that? That's pretty much the only thing that we need to try and get under control now. We can send a gift to you to get you on side, which is good. That's the only extra person we can invite to that. There is still plots against us, unfortunately, but Andalia is looking much healthier. I've moved our Master of Laws, well, I'm going to move our Master of Laws, sorry, to Wickham now. Let's get you to fabricate claim on that. I think next, if we take all these lands here, Saltpans, Chiltern, Willowwood and Wickham, and then it joins all of our Vale land to our Riverland lands, and then we've only got a couple of things left to take. Whether we'll get that done in Enger's reign, though, is probably pretty unlikely considering so many people hate us. But at least our army's in better state now that a lot of our new... Well, we've just raised 4 High Lords from our bastard sons, so we've got 4 High Lordships who are probably all going to send us a very decent amount of troops now when we do go to war. It's just sorting out some of the older vassals that seems to be the problem that we're going to have to try and do. But we'll end today's episode here. We managed to get a lot done. We managed to win that war. We managed to land all these new lords. Don't forget that some of them do need sigils and such, guys. So obviously we did one for Red Wolf, so Ambrose is fine. But in Erinford, we need a sigil and a name for Lord Titus Snow. His mother was a bastard, lowborn, so that's why I've not got anything really as an idea for him. In the area, we have Lord Benfre, who's gone for the purple star, a mix of red and blue on white, but we do need a house name for him. And then we need a house name for Leopold Snow Richards, as he needs a sigil and a house name as well, something. Remember, his mother was Elena Shycross and his father was Max Richards, so some sort of idea for that. And then in Wickerden, we have Harbert, who's got the 7-star colours with a red guard sigil, but we do need a house name for him as well. So please put your suggestions down below, and hopefully we can come up with some really good ones, and I'll choose my favourites in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching yet again. I cannot wait to get into the next episode and see what's going to happen next. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to drop a like and leave a comment. It would really help me out, and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all very soon. Enger paced the council chamber restlessly. He hadn't slept in days, not allowing his Kingsguard out of sight. His council, they'd be here any moment. "Your Grace, is everything okay?" asked Sir Lister Sevenstar nervously. Enger turned to look at the old knight, snapping out of his momentary trance. When had he gotten so old? The knight stood there, gruff and lean, hand upon his sword belt, forever prepared. And yet his age showed through. Thinning hair, crow's feet around the knight's eyes, and deep crevices formed on his forehead whenever he furrowed his brow. Was Lister really fit to still be protecting him, especially given the recent circumstances? Wouldn't another, younger knight be more appropriate? 2 attempts had been made upon his life in the last year, first within the inn outside Sevensport, and most recently within his own royal chambers. If not for Sir Truesword, he would have been dead, and with no true-born heir, his realm would be left in chaos. It was time to call his council and put to bed this whole succession mess for good. He had summoned his most trusted lords and advisors to his chambers to help him come to a conclusion. No one could ever question any of their loyalties to House Sevenstar. One by one they arrived. His Hand of the King, Sir Stefan, and Master-at-Arms Sir Colmer were the first to arrive, both of whom were stationed in the capital. Next to arrive was the young and beautiful Lady Elena Josso, taking the short trip from the castle of Whitford. Under different circumstances, and had Enger still been in his youth, he'd have been smitten by her at first glance. He was too old for such folly now, however, and acting upon his temptations would only further add to the realm's problems. Lastly, Lord Enger Firehand and Lord Owen Greystock, his brothers by law, arrived, entering the chambers together, followed by their lady wives, Enger's sisters. "Seven hells, Enger, you look terrible," stated Violet, shock spread upon her face. His oldest sister had grown old now, yet all of their lady mother's beauty still radiated from every ounce of her existence. "You're too kind, sweet sister," Enger replied in a mocking tone. "Please be seated, my lords and ladies. We have much to discuss. What will be decided in this very room will decide the fate of Andalia itself. So shall we begin?"